There are a bunch of annoying things in anime games that will definitely be missed in Sparking Zero. Keep in mind that about every anime game, be that an arena fighter, battle royale, or an actual fighting game, have released with missing at least one of these features. And to a normal gamer, it might feel like an April Fool's joke, but ever since Goku said these words,
whenever some creators have something to say that like, oh, I wish this would be better or whatever, there's a big faction in the community that is like, no, this game is perfect, shut the fuck up. And I think that's just bad for everyone, because these developers are really good at taking feedback and fixing things quickly. So instead of silencing those creators, we should actually just let them cook, because at the end of the day, that just means we all get a better game at launch.
It made me want to highlight the missing core features an anime game should have on release and not to get patched in months later. So please understand that I do not hate Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I'm just reliving all of the frustration that I had with these games I'm going to mention in this video. One of the most important features that an online anime game cannot miss are online lobbies. This could mean multiple things, but to give you an example, Naruto Storm Connections on release didn't allow you to invite your friends to play a few games, and even today, almost a year later after it was released, we still cannot choose who we are going up against. All we can do is to queue up to a casual or a ranked match and get a random opponent. And if you think that isn't a problem, you have to realize that most of these games have awful netcode, so when you get matched up with the same dude over and over and over again without the option to leave out of the lobby, yes, Naruto Storm Connections doesn't let you leave ranked lobbies, then that's really frustrating, and I really hope Sparking Zero won't have this issue. And I really hope if Sparking Zero gets custom lobbies, it won't be hidden like in Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Sure, it's on your screen when you start up the game, but you have to go through about 5 different button clicks to create a lobby. At that point, I would rather get matched up randomly. And since we're talking about lobbies, let's not forget that most anime games do not let you spectate games. Once again, this might sound like a nitpicky thing. You might think I just want to make tournaments because I'm a content creator, I want to hold them for videos, and you're not wrong, but also at the same time you're wrong. Before I even started making YouTube videos, I used to play Naruto Storm 4. That game on release had a feature called Endless. Now what this means is that you can group up with a bunch of your friends and basically play them one after another, but what if I told you that besides the 2-player, nobody else could see what's happening? Yes, the main issue here is that even if you just want to play with your friend, you cannot see what they are doing unless they are streaming it on Discord or Twitch. Not everybody is willing to go out of their way to use a third-party website just to show what's happening. And on the same topic, let's talk about group matches. Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, the game that made me into who I am today, didn't have group matches. All it had was ranked and casual games. Of course, this got patched into the game after about a year or so, but why are we missing these core community features? Most of us are solo players, sure, but the most successful games have ways to interact with each other. Nobody is forced to play group matches, but if you make it impossible to group up with multiple players, then you're just asking for your game to die. Now the next issue is probably not gonna happen, but because we are talking about the same developer that did Jump Force, I must mention it. A goddamn Rematch Button. Jump Force released years ago, and even though that game has 20 other problems that's impossible to fix, on release, that game was missing the option to rematch your friends. Spike Chunsoft is the developer team behind Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, so excuse me if that makes me a little bit worried. Online anime games don't really have much of an incentive to grind your rank to climb the leaderboard, but for some reason, about every arena fighter has rage quitters, and about none of them are punishing them. Sure, if my opponent leaves mid-game I consider that as a win, but it feels so bad that I'm about to win a game and my opponent just leaves to not lose their point. And don't even get me started with the disconnection counter on Storm 4 or Demon Slayer. Me having 255 disconnection on my card, if I was a rage quitter, I wouldn't care, that's not an actual punishment. Recently, Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash implemented a system that punishes them, but the reason why these people rage quit is because they wanna be on top of the leaderboard to make other people think they're actually good players, while in reality, they are the worst. And speaking of leaderboards, please make them be useful. About every anime game is full of hackers, rage quitters, boosters, there's literally no reason to grind ranked. especially on PC. PC anime games usually have some sort of tool or method where players can just give them thousands or even millions of points. Not only do we not get anything for reaching high ranking, but we literally get met with the reality that it is impossible to get top 10. Except of course in the first few weeks. In Demon Slayer I remember I got top 10 just because I had early access, but that rank quickly became irrelevant. That being said, you know, maybe if we got some minor stuff, perhaps a movie costume, a banner, custom intro, you know, like for reaching top 100, it would be more than enough for me to grind ranked. Have the season up for like half a year or maybe even a year. That's gonna do the trick, trust me. I remember in Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles I have met the guy that used to be on top of the leaderboard and he kept leaving my lobby because he knew I make YouTube videos, so naturally that means I'm gonna hop on my alt account. And not only did he rage quit before losing, but as you can see on the screen, he was lagging. This is not your YouTube player making problems. No, he was lagging. Normally it should be impossible to beat someone that lags this much, but the dude was so ass that even the lag couldn't save him. We were in the same region, he is also European, but no, he was lagging, of course. What a coincidence! The reason why I'm talking about these issues in the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video is because the developers have proven that they are willing to fix their game even before it's out. After the uproar of the community, they have made sure to develop split screen versus for the offline games in the hyperbolic time chamber. This means that if creators such as myself team up with their viewers and present these issues or requests to the people that are behind Sparking Zero, then there's a very good chance they might listen to us and actually release a full game. And they better not miss these features. This is a full-priced game. As much as I usually enjoy anime games, I just cannot forget that I have paid for a half product. Sparking Zero better not release half ready. We all gotta remember that none of the Tenkaichi games were online. Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2, 3, they were all offline games. We do not know what the developers can do with this game online. For all we know, the netcode might be bad, everything might be lagging, the lobbies might be awful. But yeah, as I said, we need to let the developers know to pay attention to these things. This game cannot fail due to these minor problems. Those were my worries about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Please let me know down in the comments if you agree with me or not, and if you also got your own worries that I haven't covered, then make sure to drop them in the comment section. I would love to read them. Like the video if you've liked it, or if you didn't, then make sure to download the shit out of it. That's a good metric for me to know what you all think. And if you wanna learn more about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, then here is a video where I asked Globko himself. You guys gave me questions and he answered them, so go ahead and check it out. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you are gonna have a fantastic day. Stay safe. Until next time, boys. Peace!